E.N.D here, day 4 for the spoilers of the Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth. Leave me a comment, which is your favorite card spoiled so far? I'm in love with Rosie. Anyway, let's start. And I want to start with You Cannot Pass. For 1 white, it's an instant. Destroy target creature that blocked or was blocked by a legendary creature this turn. Troll of Khazad-dûm. For 5 and 1 black, it's a 6/5. Can be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. Swamp Cycling for 1 generic mana. Gimli's Fury. For 1 and 1 red, it's an instant. Target creature get +3/+2 until end of turn. If it's legendary, it also gains trample until end of turn. Gimli's X. For 2 and 1 red, artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +3/+0 as long as equipped creature is legendary. It has menace equipped for 2. Meneldor's Whip Savior. For 3 and 1 blue, it's a 3/3 with flying. Deals combat damage to a player. Exile up to 1 target creature you own, then return it to the battlefield under your control. Stern Scolding. For 1 blue, instant. Counter target creature spell with power or toughness 2 or less. Fool of Etuk. Bitter Downfall. For 3 and 1 black, instant. The spell costs 3 less to cast if it's target a creature that was dealt damage this turn. Destroy target creature, its controller loses 2 life. Gimli Counter of Kills. 3 and 1 red, it's a 4/3 with trample. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, it deals 1 damage to that creature's controller. Legolas Counter of Kills. 2 1 green and 1 blue, it's a 2/3 with reach. Whenever you scry, if Legolas Counter of Kills is tapped, you may untap it. Do this only once each turn. Whenever a creature an opponent control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Rise of the Witch King. 2 1 black and 1 green, it's a sorcery. Each player sacrifices a creature. If you sacrifice a creature this way, you may return another permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Any permanent card. Gwair the Windlord. 4 1 white and 1 blue, it's a 4/4. The spell costs 2 less to cast if you have drawn 2 or more cards this turn. Flying, Vigilance. Other bears you control have Vigilance. Barrow Blade. For 1, artifact equipment. Equipped creature get +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature blocks or becomes blocked by a creature, that creature loses all abilities until end of turn. Equip for 1. Some rare cards. Born Upon a Wind. For 1 and 1 blue, instant. You may cast spells this turn as though they had flesh. Draw a card. Press the Enemy. For 2 and 2 blue, another instant card. Return target spell or non-land permanent an opponent controls to its owner's hand. You may cast an instant or sorcery spell with equal or lesser mana value from your hand without paying its mana cost. Glowing Dwarf Envoy. For 2 and 1 red, it's a 3/3. Whenever you cast a historic spell, create a treasure token. This ability triggers only once each turn. If you forgot what are historic spells are artifacts, legendaries, and sagas. Tap, sacrifice a treasure, gaunt target creature. Faramir, Prince of Ithilien. For 2 1 white and 1 blue, it's a 3/3. At the beginning of your end step, choose an opponent. At the beginning of that player's next end step, you draw a card if they didn't attack you that turn. Otherwise, create 3 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens. Loto Corrupt Sheriff. For 1 white and 1 black, it's a 2/1. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, you lose 1 life and create a treasure token. The Ring Goes South. For 3 and 1 green, it's a sorcery. The Ring tempts you. Then reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal X land cards, where X is the number of legendary creatures you control. Put all lands revealed this way onto the battlefield tab and the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. And if you don't know how to play The Ring Tempts You, I did a tutorial explaining this particular mechanic, how it works. Eomer, Marshal of Rohan. For 2 and 2 red, it's a 4/4 with haste. Whenever 1 or more other attacking legendary creatures you control die, untap all creatures you control. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. This ability triggers only once each turn. So that was the last card in this particular day 4 of the spoilers of the Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth. Join me again during the weekend for more spoilers of this epic set, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.